Join the IMF. See the world on a monitor in a closet.
So I've got 2 games for you today.
Oh, you have?
First, we're gonna play high-low. So basically, I want to know a memorable moment from set, and then one that didn't go so well.
Oh, okay, cool. High-low, right. Well, the high, obviously, the literal high would have been being on the airplane as Tom clung to the outside for his life. That was quite an extraordinary day. And I'd been on the ground doing my stuff in the ghillie suit and kind of like, you know, doing my little comedy bit, trying to open the door. And then they said, hey, we're going to do the plane now. Do you want to come on? So I sat in the cockpit for a circuit, and then I sat at the back by the cargo door when it opened, which was fun. Watching TC on the monitor, just like terrified, freaking out. Me, not him.
Did you feel the wind and the force where you were?
No, but you know, there was such a sense of like, this could go wrong, you know. On the Burj Khalifa, when he was hanging off it, it was very controlled. It was incredibly high and extremely scary, but it felt so kind of monitored, you know. It was fine. It was going to be fine. It looked scary, but he was going to be fine. This, there was a sense of like, no, a pigeon could fly into his head and kill him. So, yeah, that was high and low, I guess, for certain reasons. Low. There weren't many low points on this one. It was so much fun. You know, these films are always great fun. A lot of traveling, a lot of messing around. I guess when we were shooting, no, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm trying to look for a bad thing. Me and Rebecca, we were on this very strict diet for the film, which we chose to do. No one enforced it on us. It was like, Tom has an amazing chef called Kat. He has to be on this scientific diet because he looks so good, and he's really clever and sort of diligent about it. Me and Rebecca were like, can we do it too, so we can get all ripped and sexy like you? And he said yes. So we were on this Cool Box diet, which is an amazing, sort of like brilliantly nutritionally balanced thing put together by Kat, who's an awesome chef. It was really nice stuff. But occasionally at the end of the day, you'd get home to your hotel room and there'd be a chocolate bar on the pillow, you know, from the hotel, and I would call Rebecca and ask her if she was going to eat her chocolate, and if she said yes, then I would eat mine.
You need a balance.
I know. And then for Christmas, this is the thing, here's the low point. We'd spent 3 months like pumping it, like working out together, no sugar, Kat's diet, it was great. I'd never looked so fit in my life. I get a hamper from Tom for Christmas full of candy. It's like, how passive aggressive is that?
It's such a tease.
I know, I was like, what are you doing, man? You're trying to fatten me up now.
All right, game number 2.
Yes.
It is Would You Rather, but a movie version of Would You Rather.
Go on then.
So first,
yes.
Would you rather get to do as many takes as you'd like or have to nail it in one shot?
Oh, many takes, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Because otherwise, then the pressure's off a little bit.
Was there any time on this movie where you had to nail it in one shot?
No, but time was against us a lot of the time. It wasn't like, it wasn't so relaxed that we could just crack up the whole time. And when you do start to get that, it's so bad because you know you're holding things up. And Tom's bad for that. Like there was a scene when we just got the giggles and we couldn't, and he would instigate it, you know. I want people to know that yes, he is a super professional, but sometimes he can be a very naughty boy.
Would you rather do motion capture or wear a ton of prosthetics?
That's a very, very good question. Prosthetics can be extremely arduous. Motion capture is also difficult, but probably more comfortable. But at the same time, you know, for authenticity. But then you look at the Apes movies, what Andy Serkis has done in terms of pioneering that technology, it's utterly mind-blowing. So I would probably say motion capture just for the comfort.
Would you rather work opposite a CG creature or a real animal?
Oh, a real animal. Although nowadays, when you're working with, like, go back to motion capture, you can work with an actor who was right there, you know. Even when we did Paul, we had an actor there to act along with, so it's not like tennis balls anymore.
Very good point that no one has brought up in this game, actually.
Yeah.
Would you rather sign 100 movie posters or spend 10 minutes on a red carpet?
These are great questions. I'd probably rather do the posters. I find red carpets dizzying and kind of stressful. And I know, you know, it's always like there's so many people there and you don't want to miss anyone out. And people scream at you if you miss them and like you're a bad person. And then you got to go and do all this press, and then there are more people screaming, "Why haven't you signed my thing?" And then there are these guys that just want to collect your signature, and they move through the crowd and they keep poking it through, and they're getting tons of autographs. And there are these kids that have been there for hours who've got like a train ticket. Then when you're signing, you miss them and you feel bad. I'd rush them to do the posters.
Would you rather race Tom Cruise on foot, in a car, or climbing up a mountain?
On foot. I reckon I could take him. I was a good sprinter. He can sprint. This is going to lead to me and him having a race. If he sees this, don't let him see this.
I'd like the exclusive on that race, please. Would you rather work with 20 angry PAs or 1 angry director?
1 angry director. Because he's usually angry for a reason.
And lastly, would you rather be in a great movie that no one sees or a bad one that becomes a cult classic?
I'd rather be in a great movie that no one sees, but than a bad movie that everyone saw. Like, if it's a bad movie, if it becomes a cult classic, then it is in some way good. But a bad movie that's just bad, I'd much rather make a movie that makes one person say it's their favorite film ever than millions of people go, yeah, it was all right, and then forget it.
I'm a firm believer that no matter what, there's someone out there who likes a movie. Someone is a fan of some movie.
The IMDb, if you ever get depressed because the message boards on the IMDb don't like your film, go to your favorite movie, and there'll be someone on that message board going, oh, it's crap.
It's so true, though.
I know.
And before they kick me out, I've been reading a lot of the stuff you said about Ant-Man, so I was curious. Did you see the final cut?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
Are you going to go see it?
No.
I want to know your thoughts.
I'm by the plane. Benji, can you open the door?
Maybe.
Open the door when I tell you! I'm on the plane! Open the door! How did you get in the plane? Not in the plane. I'm on the plane! Open the door!